Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your Farming Simulator 19 mod contest spotlight where we're back into packs again, but at least they're not Polish. This is the, I'm going to call it the Sammy Lamborghini Hurleman group. I can't remember what the mod are called, SLH group, Sammy Lamborghini Hurleman. So yeah, I called it correctly, I just didn't use the abbreviation. So it comes with a Sammy Titan with front lift. Oh, good. Google Translate strikes again. Front lift. Highly reflective lights, good lord. Without front ballast. 50 kilo front weight, 150, 250, 350, 450. So you can get up to 450 kilos front weight and a front hydraulic. Without accessories, with front fenders, with an air filter. Full optional. You can get the full optional. The Super Titan, which is 190 horsepower, so it goes from 145, and the super version is 45 horsepower more than the 190. So it's 5 horsepower more than. It's the same as the biggest Titan, is the Super Titan. The only difference is where the exhaust is, apparently. And the name, I guess. I'm sure there's a reason it's called the Super Titan. So you can get the 160, the 145, Super Titan 190. Let's get the Super Titan. Standard narrow tires, which means we need to go around to the side here. Narrow tires, wide, oh large. Let's get it with the wide hang on, the wide oh my god, they're like drag racing tires, yes. You can get the Lamborghini Racing. Okay. And this is probably going to be much the same. Yeah, let's get it with the front height. Actually, we'll get it with the 450 kilo front weight. Full optional again. The Racing High Performance, which is 190 horsepower. I get the feeling these are going to be mostly the same tractors, just with different paint schemes, which is fine, but like. Okay, there is slight differences because the Sammy and the Lamborghini have slightly different headlights, and the Hurleman again has slightly different headlights, but it's effectively just the same tractor 3 times over. This starts at 165 and goes to 190. I don't know what the difference between the Mater, which is actually the Master, and a typo. Yes, let's show off my quality in the mod contest and have a typo in the configs. I don't know what the difference between the Master HP and the Master 190 is. We'll get the 190 and we'll get the Ridicu tires. So here they are, and you can see that they're using the same basic model, all 3 of them, because they are effectively the same tractor. It's, you know, the same group. You can see the Sammy and the Lamborghini are pretty much the same tractor, just with different paint schemes. This isn't a complaint by any means, because the real things would have been like this. You look at Sammys and Lamborghinis and Hurlemans today, and they're very similar looking, if not identical looking. And the only real difference between all 3 of these, is the side grills. You can see the Sammy has, does it say? Yeah, the Sammy has the same side grills as the Hurleman, but the Lamborghini has unique side grills. The Lamborghini and the Sammy have the same front grill, but the Hurleman has a slightly different one. And that's really about it. They've got the same cab on all 3, the same exhaust, but the Hurleman exhaust looks different because I bought a different config. And the same rear end. It's not really a complaint as such. Of course, different badges on the back. Not really a complaint, but I feel like I only need to look at one tractor here to look at all 3, so I'll pick the Lamborghini because I like cars. Custom engine sounds again. It's becoming a theme. I'm liking the amount of custom engine sounds in this mod contest. It's a bit wallowy. Holy cow. I think it's... Yes, it is actually lifting a tire off the ground. It's lifting the rear... the offloaded tire off the ground entirely. Which isn't great and means this thing is going to be probably quite flip happy. Let's see if I can... Yeah, it's wanting to tip over because the unloaded tire is off the ground. You can see that it gets very unhappy when I'm turning and hit something. Like the modeling's pretty good. For the 3 tractors, the modeling's pretty good for all 3. Interior is actually really nice. It doesn't have the bells and whistles of the moving gear stick. It does have all the animated dials and stuff on the go. Does it light up when you turn on the lights? It does. Always a nice little extra. And the lights all make sense. You know, they're all... Do they make sense? Yes, they do. Fantastic. I don't really have many complaints other than the wallowiness, which I think is because I have the weight block on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the exact same Lamborghini without anything on the front, because I'm kind of curious. So we now have the high performance Lamborghini with the smaller tires. Actually, I've just noticed. Does it still wallow? It doesn't. Aha! This has the same issue as... Yeah, this is the same issue as Matt's Ford. This is something fun that I noticed. Is if the rear end of a tractor doesn't have enough weight, if there's too much weight down on the front, the tractor tends to wallow a bit, and it leans a lot more in turns. So it's not a huge deal, it's not the worst thing in the world, it's not a deal breaker by any means of the mod, but it's something that I think modders should maybe take note of. Is you need to be concerned about where your center of mass is, not necessarily the center of gravity, because if the center of mass is too far forwards, you'll end up with a tractor that does, instead of doing this when you turn it, it does something that looks a lot more, if I can get this thing running, it does something that looks a lot more like this, where it just starts kind of wallowing and wading and leaning on the inside front tire, or the outside front tire, lifting up the inside rear, and just not looking pretty in general. Now, obviously, you're gonna most likely have some equipment on the back, so that might level out the weight, but it is something to be aware of at the very least, that there can be issues caused by excessive weight on the front. All in all, these are solid, like, I'm just gonna use my standard 3.5. Do they have any IC of any description? Nope. Yeah, solid 3.5. They got pretty good modeling. The fact that it's just 3 different versions of effectively the same tractor, I don't think detracts. Because it is advertised as being a pack of the group. So I can't really detract, because, you know, it's, the tractors all look the same because they are the same. Could there be improvements made? Yeah, it's mainly down to center of mass. I think that the weight could be moved back a small bit in the tractors. But I don't know, quite good. I like them. I'll probably use them at some point. Until next time, stay safe. And goodbye.